Hello everyone, my name is Amarok, and if you're watching this, welcome to Guild Wars 2. This is such an amazing game with a truly supportive community, and we're all glad to have you here. Today, we're going to go over what this game has to offer to you as a free-to-play player. This game does have a paid version, however it is not subscription based. This game you buy expansions and that will unlock more of the map and content for you. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're going to talk about the classes and races offered, story mode, symbols on the map, using your bank and material storage, and many other topics that this game offers. Look below in the timestamps if you need to skip around. If you ever need some further help, you can find me streaming on Twitch, Monday through Friday, 11 AM through 3 PM Eastern Standard Time. You can join my Discord with the link in the description as well, or follow me on other social medias located below. Always feel free to ask questions, and if I don't know it, I'll look for it, and if I can't find it, there's a wealth of knowledge in my community. We will get you an answer. With that being said, let's go ahead and kick it off. When starting off the game, you have 5 classes that you can choose from. You can choose from the Char, the Human, the Norn, the Asura, and the Silvari. The Char was a race that was created by war. It's all that they know. War defines them, and they'll do anything that they need to do to accomplish victory. The Humans are a hopeful race. They have lost their homeland, their security, and their former glory. Even their gods have left. Yet, they still keep fighting. The Norn are a race of towering hunters that fight to restore the glacial homeland after an ice dragon drove them away. They know that through determination, they'll achieve legendary rewards. This small stature race are known as Asuras, but don't let their height and floppy ears fool you. This race is full of intelligence and technology. Sooner or later, all races will serve them. The Silvari Salad people are a special race that are awakened beneath the pale tree with knowledge of the world already in their brain. They seek travel and adventure, but at times they can get too excited and blur the lines between going too far. You will be able to choose between a male or female character. You have 8 classes that you can choose from. The Revenant, however, is unlocked by having the Heart of Thorns expansion. The Warrior favors melee, has high survivability, and is a weapons master. Typically, this is a great beginner's class as the mechanics aren't too complex. These can be compared to fighters in other games. The Guardian is another fantastic beginner's class as the mechanics aren't too complex and you have a good mix of melee and supporting your allies. This can be compared similar to a Paladin in other games. Although the Revenant is not a free class to play, it is one of my personal favorites and is my main character. I have the flexibility of attacking from range and melee distance by having a different legendary hero invoked. This will always have different playstyles available to me. In terms of difficulty, this can be seen as a medium difficulty class to master as there are more moving parts. The Ranger is an excellent beginner class that can shred through enemies when paired up properly with their pet companion. They primarily use a bow to damage from afar, and this class can only be compared to themselves in other games. The Sneaky Thief. This is a fun class with high mobility and rely a lot on engaging and disengaging from fights. They hide in plain sight with stealth, and they can be compared to rogues in other games. The difficulty for this class can be seen as medium or hard to master, as the skill gap between an average thief and a master thief is easily noticeable. Engineers are known as a jack of all trades and can attack from melee or ranged distance. They can switch from support defense to heavy offense with a click of a button. This class is very resourceful and with practice will always make a huge asset to the team. The difficulty of this class is medium, as knowing when to switch tool belts takes time and experience of understanding fights and the needs of the team. The Necromancer makes your dead enemies your undead allies. They siphon health, cause heavy conditions on enemies, and attack from range distance while their minions do the up-close battle. This class can be easy or a medium class to master, depending on what game modes you will play. The Elementalist is a master of all 4 elements. This class can switch through earth, wind, fire, and air. This allows you to switch from offensive and defensive abilities. This is known as a hard class to master, and there are plenty of options available that will be best used in specific situations that require some knowledge of what is needed in that moment. This class can be compared to Avatar, The Last Airbender, where we all start as Aang after we get out of the iceberg. Lastly, we have the Mesmer, a master of illusion and misdirection. They create clones to distract enemies and normally attack from range. This class can be seen as a medium or hard difficulty class to master, as the skill gap between an average Mesmer and a master Mesmer is easily noticeable. They're also known as jump puzzle Ubers, so be kind to them. Upon completing your character, you'll start the first part of your personal story. You're going to use this time to mess around with the keyboard and kind of understand what does what. You can use your 1 to attack and double tap a direction as a default dodge mechanic. After you defeat your first boss, you'll be released into the open world to explore and adventure. Your starting city will depend based on what race you chose. Take this time to explore and do your first heart so you can level up. The good thing about this game is that you'll get XP from doing just about anything. A quick tip, go to your options and then click on show all usable object names. This will allow you to see all usable object names without having to click the control hotkey. After you hit level 10, the next part of your personal story will be unlocked. As you can see, by equipping that weapon in my offhand, my skill 4 and 5 are now available. After becoming level 11, you will have access to hero points, utility skill slot, and you will also be given 5 hero points to use. You can use them by clicking the H hotkey and then going to training. You will need to complete hero points in your adventures to get your skills and specializations all the way to max. You will need 158 hero points to max out your skills and specialization. This applies to all classes. Let's take a look at the map so we'll see the common icons that you'll see while playing Guild Wars 2. I'm at a location known as a waypoint. You'll use this as your main source of traveling throughout the game when you're not on a mount. As you notice, there's a little bit of a fee that comes with using them. The next thing we're going to look at are hearts. Hearts will give you a mission to complete, for example, assist the Seraph at Shaymore Garrison, and after completing this, you'll get some XP, some coin, and some karma. This will also give you access to the vendor's shop. If you look at here, this is a vista. This is a scenic area. If we look at over here, we have what is known as a POI, or a point of interest. As you can tell over here, I have some that have not been completed, and that's why they're not colored in. If you see over here, these are hero points. You need to complete them so that you can increase your specialization skills. This is the bank icon. Here you can store your items, and you can also have access to your material storage. This is a trading post, and this is where you buy and sell with other players. You'll need to be there so you can actually claim your items from the delivery box. These are the icons you want to go to when you need some armor and some weapons. Remember that the quality of the weapons and armors will differ based on what level area you're in. Whenever you're lost, go ahead and talk to the scout. They'll give you an idea of where you're at and what you need to do.
Seek guidance from those who make their homes here and help them in a time of need.
When doing your story, make sure to follow these green swirls as it'll tell you where you'll need to go. You can click up here and go to the PvP lobby. You can enter this area as early as level 2. In this area, you will have stats that are equivalent to a level 80. You will also have all the abilities of a level 80 character with both specializations unlocked, even though they're not completed. This is what your bank will look like. It'll be with less storage in the beginning, but you can get slots for that in the gem store. This is your material storage, and this is where all your items will go when you click deposit materials. You can withdraw just by right clicking and withdrawing. One of the things that you should do early on is complete all of your personal story. This way you'll understand a little bit more about your character and where they come from. The story will change a little bit based on the decisions you made during character creation. However, the main story is the same for everyone. Once you get to level 30, you'll be able to start your first dungeon. You can click on the looking for group, go to dungeons, and then find the dungeon that you want to do, and you'll find people that are going to be working on the same thing. Here you can do group events. You'll normally see a giant orange circle around things, and this is where people will work together to help you do a common goal. One of the cool things about this game is that even though I'm a level 80, because I'm in this area, I get scaled down to level 4, so all my stats get dropped down as well. By using /wiki-et in the chat, or by looking at GW2 event timer, you can do world bosses, and this is something that people do even after they get to level 80. In the beginning, you're going to want to look for this. This is known as a commander tag. They are typically experienced players that will help guide you and teach you what you need to do. Normally, they're leading an event and followed by a lot of people. If you look at this blue bar above them, this is known as a breakbar. To get this down, you need to do Condi damage, as you see that is occurring. Once that's done, the enemy will take a lot of damage from everybody since his defenses are down. After a while, it'll come right back up. Once that's done, you can go ahead and collect your chest. And there's always a lot of trolls, so again, enjoy the community. After level 80, you can also do Fractals, which is simply updated dungeons. There are 4 tiers of difficulty and there are 100 Fractals to complete. For this, you'll need full exotic gear, and as you go into higher Fractals, you'll need ascended gear to use agony infusions to protect you. I'll get more into these in a separate guide. After level 60, you can join World vs. World as a free account. However, I don't recommend joining here until you're level 80 and have a full set of exotic gear, or this place will become difficult. You will still be brought up to level 80, but you will not have the specializations or upgraded gear unlocked like in PvP. Similar to open world, find a commander and join them for help. I'll get more into World vs. World in a separate guide as well.
Get ready to push. Get ready to push him. Get ready to push him in 3, 2, 1. Let me get some heals. Let me get some heals. Let me get some heals. Drop his stability. Drop his stability. Go ahead and push. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward, boys. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Move forward. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. And stop on me. 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 Stop. 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 Right here. Right here. Stay up here. Stay up here. Stay up here. All right. Go back to the cliff. Back to the cliff. Back to the cliff. Back to the cliff. Back up here. Back up here. Back up here. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Gonna drop some rage spikes right over here. Drop some rage spikes right over here. Drop some rage spikes. Get ready to move forward again in 3, 2, 1. Gotta move forward, move forward, move forward. Let me get some cleanses, let me get some cleanses, let me get some cleanses, boys. Keep moving, forward, 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 forward. And stop here, stop here. Go ahead and turn down. Go ahead and go down the stairs. 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 Get these guys that are down below. Get these guys that are down below. Get these guys that are down below.
The last thing we'll talk about before we finish this guide are guilds. You can ask around main cities for guilds that are recruiting, or search in the Guild Wars 2 forums for recruiting guilds. And this way, you will find people that are active that can help you as well when you're a beginner. There are many different kinds of guilds, so look for which you'll think you would enjoy. You can be in 5 guilds, but only represent 1. This will show your guild tag to the rest of the players. Remember, guilds are by invites only. You can check your invites by pressing G, and then seeing what guilds you're part of. Any invites would be located below as well. And there you have it, folks. Thanks again for sticking through the guide. I hope that I was able to get you started properly in this game. Have a great day, and don't forget, it's a game. Have fun, play at your pace, make friends, and most importantly, take care of each other. Oh yeah, also, praise Joko.